located in the beautiful island of Borneo. Richly blessed with nature diversity, Sabah is also known as the land of opportunities.
However, there are still communities who suffer from a lot of drawback. Poverty, half an education disability, and unemployment problem are still common for some.
We, Enactus University Malaysia Sabah, are geared up to maximize the land's potential.
We strive to improve lives by uniting the gears of empowerment.
We hold on strong to the concept that the greatest invention of humanity started with a single gear. And all of us are gears as we work towards success. For the next 50 minutes, we will show you how we switch gears to create endless opportunities.
Good afternoon, I'm Faisal.
I'm Kenya.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Yasmin.
Together with the rest of our team, we are Enactus University Malaysia Sabah. Ladies and gentlemen, our presentation will unfold in 3 phases.
Phase 1, recruitment.
We analyze the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to create a feasible business practice.
Phase 2, development.
We nurture the relationship between our community and collaborators to achieve independent sustainability.
Phase 3, competency.
We transform our community into entrepreneurs by managing their own business enterprise.
Today, we will share success story of our Kappaweed project.
Sabah is a maritime state with more than 3/4 of its boundaries adjoining the sea. More interestingly, more than half of its boundaries are naturally suitable for seaweed farming.
Selakan Island, 14 kilometers away from Sempona and has a total area of 32 hectares, fulfills the ideal environmental characteristics for seaweed farming. The island is blessed with good oceanic circulation, optimal salinity, good water quality, sandy seabed with corals, low wave height, and not forgetting the availability of skilled manpower. In fact, it was once the main producer of seaweed in Malaysia.
Despite all this potential, seaweed farming in Selakan Island remains at its infancy, and marketing the product is yet a bigger issue. Tiresome, harmful, and very low profit conventional method of seaweed farming slow down seaweed production.
Lack of job opportunities for both women and men in the island, causing family to survive on a meager monthly income of 600 ringgit per family, and a worrisome 77% of unemployment rate.
There is no wonder why the seaweed farming business is fading within the island. The current practice is just as strenuous, unprofitable, and seemingly unpromising.
We incorporated 2 simple concepts, motivation and empowerment, with 4 strategic approaches: restore, innovate, reinforce, and transform. The gears are now running.
Let us first take a look at conventional seaweed farming practices adopted in Selakan Island.
Seaweed production is labor intensive, and the entire process is commonly done by one farmer.
This monoline method is applied only in areas where the depth of water is between 10 to 20 feet. Farmers start by placing anchors at opposite sides, with floats tied to the monolines at a depth of 3 feet from the water surface. After the anchors are securely embedded, the farmers can then proceed to tie the seaweed seedlings.
Farmers usually spend more than half a day at sea, tying the seedlings to a 300-meter rope using raffia strings, as the tying process can only be done when the weather is clear. These men are at risk of dehydration and heat stroke during the exposure to direct sunlight for minimum 7 hours daily.
45 days later, the seaweed is harvested and the raffia string are thrown into the sea. Pieces of raffia string not only pollute the clear water of Selakan Island, but also kill marine life in the area.
The harvested seaweed is dry onto an exposed platform. The drying process is weather dependent. When it rains, the farmers would have to physically carry at least 50 kilograms of seaweed to a sheltered area.
Imagine the hardships Selakan seaweed farmers face when handling the plantation and drying process. At the end of the day, it is just an average of 600 ringgit per month for one farmer, as the selling process goes through a middleman. That amount barely covers daily expenses. Needless to say, education and health expenses.
Adding salt to the wound, Selakan Island does not come equipped with constant freshwater supply. 3 months of drought leave the islanders with no other choice but to purchase gallons of water from the mainland, costing them another 120 ringgit per month.
Seeing opportunities where they see dead ends, Enactus UMS shifted gears to reaffirm the islanders in the potential of their islands through our first step, restore.
This step focus not only on restoring the waning seaweed farming practice, but also to restore the faith of the islander in the potential and their capabilities of their island. How did we do it?
First, we established Kappa organization in the island. 14 people were recruited as the first batch to be trained with our improved seaweed farming techniques. Members of the organization oversee the business in three main sectors, namely cultivation, production, and management.
Cultivation sector is responsible for cultivation, maintenance, and drying of the seaweed. Production sector is in charge of packaging, marketing, and networking for the dry seaweed. While management sector concretes the business enterprise, manages finance, and administers human capital.
In order to restore the seaweed production, with the assistance from UMS Seaweed Research Unit, we introduced mini assay system and eco-friendly tie ropes as the new seaweed farming practice.
Mini assay system is an organized seaweed cultivation system involving a total of 4 plots of land used to plant the seaweed. The 4th plot is used to replenish the plots that are harvested. Therefore, the farmers can now produce a continuous supply of seaweed seedlings for full cycle production.
Eco-friendly tie rope is a 100-meter durable seaweed cultivation rope made of nylon and attached with floaters. This substitutes the usage of plastic bottles and raffia strings. Each point in the rope can tie 2 seedlings at once, hence doubling the amount of seaweed production. The growing long line uses clip-on and clip-off buckle for cultivating, which is a much simpler method compared to the conventional ones.
To ensure a sustainable farming method, we communicated our first model to the villagers that emphasized hands-on training on tying seedlings onto tie rope, regulation of quantity of seaweed planted, harvested, and sold, as well as running mini estate system as a whole. To kickstart the system, the farmers were provided with 200 eco-friendly tie ropes, casino table, and seedlings during the pilot installation.
This has successfully created a systematic cultivation system that doubles the seaweed production and ensures continuous farming cycle. What is more, we reduce the dependency in purchasing seedlings by 83%.
The good news does not just end there. Eco-friendly tie rope greatly reduces the amount of time spent at sea as compared to the conventional way. How is this possible?
The casino table is a uniquely designed platform that enables farmers to tie their seaweed seedling inland before hooking the line up on the anchor. Therefore, risk of dehydration and heat stroke is reduced.
Second step, innovate.
Shifting gears even higher, we innovated the conventional drying process through the introduction of a hybridized natural convection house, Kappa dryer. The aim of this step was to reduce drying time and preserve the quality of seaweed. Therefore, the farmers now can produce seaweed faster and more efficient.
The conventional way of drying seaweed applied in this island is by spreading the wet harvested seaweed on a wooden platform. The seaweed is then left to dry for about 7 days.
This conventional method requires seaweed to be frequently turned for proper and quick drying. Also, for efficient drying, the seaweed should be thinly and evenly spread. During the drying process, the wet seaweed must be protected from sand, soil, and other rubbish that can easily mix with wet seaweed. Seaweed buyers will not buy a dirty product.
Good ventilation is required during the drying process to maintain the moisture content around 35% required by buyers. Obviously, a tedious, lengthy, and fussy drying method.
Our Kappa dryer is made of materials such as greenhouse plastic, wood, salonetting, and aluminium, and consists of 3 main parts, namely chimney, drying chamber, and heat collector. Heat collector contains folded aluminium sheet and hot air passages directed towards drying chamber that consists of racks that hold wet seaweed. Chimney expels moisture and complete the ventilation of Kappa dryer.
Kappa dryer prevents the seaweed from being dried directly under sunlight, thus preserving the quality of the seaweed. But most importantly, it cuts down the drying process from 7 days to just 3 days.
Well-dried seaweed is covered with plenty of salt crystals and has a rubber-like texture when you squeeze it, and water should not drip out from it. And that is exactly how our end products are.
Next step, reinforce.
This step aims at equipping the islanders with business skills vital to run their seaweed farm in the long run.
In our second module, we focus on communicating branding, packaging, and marketing knowledge to the islanders. We further collaborated with retailers around Sabah to buy the dried seaweed directly from Kappa organization, thus ending middleman exploitation.
We went even further by testing the market in Kota Kinabalu and received a positive response.
I'm really excited to try this. It sounds like a really great initiative and that you guys are doing a great job to sell it. I haven't tried something like this, but I'm excited and wish everyone well with the initiative. It sounds like a wonderful opportunity.
This step also saw the implementation of our third module that focused on concreting their business through financial and human capital management sessions.
We help to identify new initiatives and opportunities through the 90 elements of business model canvas to ensure sustainability. As a result, they now have their own business model.
Last but not least, transform.
In this step, we embrace the unique features and culture of the island and created opportunities for the world to share this beauty by initiating the ecotourism industry in Selakan.
The island was transformed into an ecotourism spot, firstly by engaging 5 women islanders to start a business. Through our fourth module, these women were empowered with skills to handle the ecotourism activities and were taught on simple English communications to ease communications with foreigners. Together, we map out possible attraction and activity to be offered to the visitors in the island.
Among the main attraction is the variety of seaweed-based local recipe that offered at special price to tourists.
We are happy to announce that the business in concept is starting to grow within this island. Shakila seized the opportunity to transform her vacant living room to lodge visitors. This is her story.
Dengan adanya ekopelajuran datang ke pulau ini,